Have you ever noticed that many men think they need money, a pretty face, or an irresistible chat to win a woman over? But what if I told you that the real secret to attraction has nothing to do with that? In fact, it all lies in the psychological triggers that play with their emotions, weaknesses that they themselves are not even aware of. Just like men, women also have hidden desires, weak points and reactions that they simply cannot control. The problem? Most guys have no idea how to identify these, much less how to use them to their advantage. Today, I'm going to show you 10 female psychological weaknesses that, once you understand them, will completely change the way you deal with women. Let's get straight to the point. The power of emotional certainty. Do you know what makes a woman feel truly secure and connected to a man? Emotional certainty. Women are driven by emotions, and one of the greatest needs they have, even without realizing it, is to feel that they can count on someone who is firm, who will not fall apart in difficult times. Now imagine the opposite, a man who changes his mood all the time, who overreacts to every problem, or who always seems desperate for attention. What happens? The woman loses respect and attraction for him. Without realizing it, she ends up taking control of the relationship, and this can slowly kill her. But here's the secret. Be her safe haven. This doesn't mean being cold or distant, but rather transmitting calm and confidence. If she's anxious or stressed, you remain calm. If things go wrong, you don't panic. This emotional stability activates something instinctive in women, a sense of protection and security that makes them want to be by your side. Ultimately, it's not about being perfect, but about being someone who keeps her head on straight, even when the world seems chaotic. That makes all the difference. 2. Women are attracted to what they can't have. Have you ever noticed how everything that is rare seems more valuable? Whether it's an exclusive car, a ticket to a popular show, or even a hard-to-find toy, people always want what they can't easily have. It's no different with women when it comes to attraction. They feel a natural desire for what seems a little out of reach. Men who are always available, predictable, or who show too much enthusiasm end up losing value quickly. Why? Because there's no challenge, no mystery. And when something is handed to you on a silver platter, the thrill of conquest disappears. Now, how can you use this to your advantage? Simple. Don't always be available. If you drop everything to chase her, she feels like she already has you wrapped around her finger, and her interest wanes. Live an independent, purposeful life. Nothing is more attractive than someone who has goals and doesn't revolve around someone else. Reveal yourself little by little. If you tell your whole story all at once, without leaving any mystery, the charm can quickly fade. Remember, the moment a woman feels like she's completely won you over is the moment her interest begins to wane. Keep a touch of unpredictability, and you'll see how her desire for you stays alive. 3. The influence of voice and presence. Have you ever noticed that some people walk into a room and without saying anything, everyone feels their presence? Or how some voices simply grab attention and convey authority? This is no coincidence. Voice and presence are two of the most powerful and underrated triggers for attraction. Studies show that men with deeper voices are seen as more confident, dominant, and attractive. This is because a deep tone of voice is linked to testosterone and the perception of leadership. But it's not just about the voice. The way you move and behave in the environment makes all the difference. Men with a strong presence follow a clear pattern. They move with purpose and control. No hurried steps or exaggerated gestures. Every movement has intention. They maintain firm eye contact. Don't look away nervously. A confident gaze conveys confidence. They avoid fidgeting and hunched posture. Fidgeting too much, crossing your arms, or slouching makes you seem insecure. If you can master these two aspects, the depth of your voice and the solidity of your presence, you won't even have to say many words to spark interest. Women will sense your energy and naturally feel drawn to you. 4. Women can't resist men who know how to walk away. Want to know one of a woman's biggest fears? Losing a man she admires. The psychology behind this is simple. People value what they feel they can lose. The problem is that most men do exactly the opposite. When they sense a woman pulling away, they go into desperation mode. They text her non-stop, try to convince her to stay, make promises. And all of this just conveys weakness and dependence. Now, what happens when a man knows his worth and isn't afraid to walk away? He sends a completely different signal. I'm the opportunity here, and if you don't want me, someone else will. And this kind of self-confidence is addictive for women. They realize that you are not like everyone else, that you are not there begging for attention. And suddenly, the dynamic changes. Now she is the one who is afraid of losing you. The big takeaway: never get attached to someone who doesn't value you. When you become a man who knows how to walk away without hesitation, you become the kind of man that women will do anything to keep around. 5. A man with a mission is your weakness. Do you know what a woman's true weakness is? It's not a man's looks, money, or even charisma. It's his purpose. Women are naturally attracted to men who are focused, disciplined, and driven by something bigger than themselves. And that's where many go wrong. They make the woman the center of everything, as if she were the only reason for their existence. The result? The attraction disappears. The secret? Have a mission that is bigger than any relationship. Whether it's building a business, becoming a master at something, or developing a unique skill, the important thing is that your life has a direction, regardless of who's around you. Because here's the truth. If you don't have a strong purpose, women will sense it. And when they sense that you're lost, without a clear path, their interest simply fades. So, before you try to win a woman over, set a goal. Be a man who's headed towards something big, and whoever wants to follow you, let them come. 6. The paradox of controlled vulnerability. Here's a dilemma that confuses many men. Women want a strong man, but one who also knows how to be vulnerable. But how do you find this balance without appearing weak or too distant? The answer lies in controlled vulnerability. In other words, showing who you are, but in a strategic way. If a man opens up too much and falls apart emotionally, he can appear fragile. If he never opens up, he can appear cold and unapproachable. So, how do you do this the right way? Reveal yourself slowly. Don't spill your entire life all at once. Mystery breeds interest. Talk about challenges after you've overcome them, not while you're still stuck in them. This shows that you're resilient and know how to deal with problems. Don't use your wife as an emotional therapist. Women want a strong partner, not someone who needs to be saved all the time. Let her feel special by getting to know parts of your life that few others know about. This creates a genuine connection and makes her feel unique. This balance between strength and vulnerability creates an irresistible magnetism. You don't have to be an emotionless robot, but you also can't be a man who drowns in his own problems. Show that you have depth, but without losing your strength, and women won't be able to resist. 7. Women test your strength. All the time. If there's one thing you need to understand about women, it's this. They test men all the time, but it's not out of malice or manipulation. It's instinctive. These tests can come in many forms, challenging your opinions. She may disagree just to see if you stand your ground or give in easily, creating small conflicts. Sometimes She'll make a big deal out of no apparent reason, just to see how you react. Acting disinterested. Suddenly, she cools down a little and seems less excited. All of this happens for a simple reason. Women want to know if they're dealing with a strong man or a weak one. And do you know what makes a man lose value quickly? Getting angry, getting desperate, or trying to prove something at all costs. This shows insecurity and emotional dependence. The best response? Stay calm, smile, and don't react emotionally. If she challenges you, stand your ground lightly, without being aggressive. If she creates a little drama, don't get involved. Play with the situation. Show that none of this affects you. If she walks away, don't chase her. Give her space and move on with your life. This attitude conveys absolute self-confidence, and in the end, she will desire you even more. Because women don't want a man who bends to any challenge. They want a man who knows who he is and doesn't get shaken easily. Understanding these female psychological weaknesses isn't just about winning women over. It's about becoming a man who naturally attracts. Men who embody strength, purpose, and self-control don't need to chase. They are the prize. When you master your emotions, keep your mission first, and never let yourself be shaken by tests, you become a man that women desire and respect. If you enjoyed this content, subscribe to the channel for more insights on how to master life and attraction. Until next time, stay strong, stay centered, and never chase.